Welcome back to Vors Physical Media. I'm Vanessa. Please like our video. It lets us know that you actually like the content that we are putting out. It also helps YouTube algorithm get more of our videos out there for people like you and people like us. Don't forget to comment down below and keep subscribing. Well, I actually am going to have two movie reviews for you today, and the first one is sadly has only been stuck on DVD format. There's no Blu-ray, definitely no 4K, and it is Why Do Fools Fall in Love? And this movie came out in 1998. So here's the front, the spine, and the back. And this is one of those snapper cases, DVD snapper cases. And there is no disc artwork. Okay, so this is actually starring Halle Berry, Vivica A. Fox, Lela Rocher, and Larenz Tate. If I pronounced Lela's name wrong, I apologize. So this movie is pretty much about three different women who all married Larenz Tate's character, who he plays Frankie Lymon, and they are in a court battle to see who actually gets his estate. So during this court battle, you actually get to see flashbacks from when Frankie Lymon was alive and how he reacted with everybody and whatnot. Well, Frankie Lymon is a 80s doo-wop singer. That's what he is. He, does the dancing and everything. Well, he met his second wife early on in the beginning of the movie, but obviously doesn't marry her till later on. But they were on tour because she's a singer. Okay, the first wife he ends up marrying is Elizabeth, and that is played by Vivica A. Fox, and she actually is a petty thief. He caught her stealing, and he tried to help her out and whatnot. And then you go through, and while she's at court telling her whole story, you get to react it in the flashbacks. And you go through, and they obviously have a huge argument because Frankie Lymon, Larenz Tate's character, is a heroin addict, and he pretty much spent all of their money on heroin and whatnot. And she told him to leave because he did kill the one thing that was so precious to her, which was her dog, which was very upsetting in this movie, because why would you kill the dog? The dog is so cute. So that part really pissed both Charles and I off, and he left. Well, then he went back to trying to get back into the business of being a singer, and that is with the second woman, who's played by Halle Berry, and her name is Zola. So she actually got him a couple more gigs, trying to get him back, back to the same person he was when she first met him. Well, comes down the line, she tries to help him out as best as she can, and he asks her to marry him, not knowing that he is still married to somebody else, because he does not tell any of these women that he's been married before. And he goes through everything, and she has to go out of the country to do a concert type deal. And she told him, she's like, I have the money for the rent, for the mortgage, everything. I need you to make sure you pay this. And he's like, yeah, no problem. Well, he's an addict, and she thought he was better off than he was before. Well, he takes the money and uses it on heroin, and she comes back and finds out she completely lost her house and everything. Then you move on to the third woman, which is completely different from the other two. So you have Elizabeth, and then you have Zola, who were kind of very hot-headed, kind of around the same in that aspect. Then you have this one, which is Amira, which is played by Leela Rocher. Again, if I pronounce her name wrong, I apologize. Well, she is actually a school teacher. Well, Larenz Tate who is Frankie Lyman, ends up going to the military and comes back on a leave with his friend, and he meets her. And he falls head over heels for this woman. Again, she does not know that he's been married beforehand at all. He doesn't say anything. Well, when she gets to her point, she tells her part of the story and how he is, how gentle he was, and because obviously he pretty much kind of got his shit back together. Well, being in the military, he got married to her and everything. Well, he kind of went AWOL. So they found him, they got him, and they took him away. And so when he comes back, he says, I really want to do this. I really want to go back into the singing business and whatnot. And of course, as his wife, she supports him. Well, during this, he goes out there and he gets hooked on heroin again and he dies. So the whole point of this movie is about these three women trying to figure out which one of them actually gets his estate, because technically he's married to all three of them. So that is actually what this movie is about. It's actually a really good movie. Larenz Tate is such a great actor. I definitely loving watching all of his movies that he's been in, that Charles has introduced me to and whatnot. But if you have not seen this, definitely see it. Check it out. It's a really good movie. It's a very interesting movie. Again, it's only on DVD format, which really sucks. So hopefully, who has this? Warner Brothers. We can call you out right now. Maybe you can actually get this movie on Blu-ray format. Maybe not a 4K, but definitely a Blu-ray format would be a big upgrade from the DVD. But please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know, have you guys actually seen Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Or let us know down below if you have a specific movie from Halle Berry, Vivica A. Fox, Leela Rochon, if I pronounce her name wrong again, I apologize, and Larenz Tate. If there's like a specific movie that you absolutely love from each one of these actors and actresses, let us know down below. And again, we will see you on the next one.